Hey everybody, Miss Dietrich. We're taking a look at question number 2 from the L18. The directions say, select two expressions that have a value of 12 when x equals 6. So I thought what I would do, because it's probably a good idea that you go through each of the letter choices, but I thought what I would do is go over one of the ones that I think is a little bit more difficult to evaluate, and that's letter choice D, and perhaps just going over this one will give you a little more confidence on how to do some of the other ones that I'm not going to have time to show you. All right, so if we take choice D to see whether or not when we evaluate for 6, do we get 12? Let's see how that works. You substitute in the value. See how here it says x equals 6? Instead of putting an x, we're going to put a 6. And did you know that this means multiply x times the stuff in the parentheses? So the stuff in the parentheses, again, is 5 squared minus 23. All right, now when we think about order of operations, we think of, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And we do the stuff in the parentheses first. But in the parentheses, we actually have two different things going on. We have this squaring, or exponents, and we have subtraction. So you have to ask yourself, out of those two things, what would I do first? And the answer to that question is you would square first, or do exponents. So what's 5 squared? It's not 10. 5 squared, you would end up getting 25. And then we write everything that's left. So what's left? We have 6 being multiplied with whatever's in the parentheses. All right, so when we get to this point, we still have stuff to do inside the parentheses. If you're not good at the horizontal adding, then you off to the side write the two numbers that you're subtracting so you don't make a mistake with renaming and that kind of stuff. But hopefully you can see that that would give you a 2. This minus this is 2. And then we'll copy the 6. All right, so this means 6 multiplied with 2, or 6 times 2, which is 12. Now, they were asking us to select two expressions that have a value of 12. This does have a value of 12 when you put a 6 in the place of x. So this is a yes. You're going to pick D. Now, we're going to look at, how about let's look at choice A to see what that might look like. And then hopefully you'll know how to do the rest on your own. All right, so if we take a look at choice A, let's take a screenshot of it, make it bigger, stretch it out. There it is. All right, so let's just move it over here. So we looked at that one, and now let's look at choice A. So again, we're going to substitute in, they're telling us to substitute in the value for 6 for x. So we'll rewrite everything, only we'll put a 6 here. All right, so we're basically just multiplying these two things together. We have a couple ways that we can do it. Either we can look at it as two factors being multiplied together, or we can look at this as this really means 24 divided by 6 and just simplify that, which I think is what we want to do first because it's mental math. 24 divided by 6 would give you 4. And if we multiply 4 times 3, ask yourself, does that equal 12? Because perhaps we found the other one, because remember you have to find 2. Now it's always a good idea to make sure that the other ones that I didn't show you, you would want to explore on your own. Substitute in the value 6 for x, substitute in the value 6 for x, substitute in the value 6 for x, and then you'll go ahead and simplify that to make sure that it does not give you 12. All right, so hopefully you found this video helpful.